*** breakdown and analysis. Utilizing a unique equation, QS, 2, 3 to use QS7, plus QS, 29, 30, 31, 32, equal sign 473 equal sign, 74 divided 2 equals 37, equal sign 14 divided 2 equals 7, equal sign QS1, we delve into an intricate combination of Surah numbers and mathematical operations that results in QS1. Here, 473 is simplified through the division of numbers 74 and 14 by 2, yielding 37 and 7 respectively. This process draws a connection to Surahs 74 and 14, emphasizing their significance. The number 7 particularly aligns with Surah 7, Al-Araf, which introduces the disjointed Alif Lam Mim Shad, known as Muqatat, symbolizing profound thematic layers. *** detailed analysis. *** equation breakdown. The equation integrates various Surah numbers in a structured manner, hinting at underlying thematic or numerical significance within these combinations. *** numeric relationships. The breakdown of 473 into 37 and 7 not only simplifies the equation, but also links these results to specific surahs, suggesting a foundational importance of these numbers in Quranic numerology. *** symbolic significance. The presence of such as Alif Lam Mim and Alif Lam Mim Shad in the equation underscores the enigmatic and layered nature of the Quranic text, enhancing its mystic and esoteric dimensions. *** visual representation. Presenting a structured visual diagram. QS 2, 3, QS 7 plus QS 29, 30, 31, 32, equal sign 473 equal sign. 74 divided 2 equals 37, equal sign. 14 divided 2 equals 7, equal sign QS1, 7 equal sign Alif Lam Mim Shad. 29 equal sign Alif Lam Mim. *** conclusion, ***. The analysis. Intricate numerical and symbolic relationships within the Quran, demonstrating a sophisticated interplay of numbers and surah implications. It highlights the thematic and structural richness of the Quran, inviting deeper contemplation and scholarly exploration into its divine composition. As we delve further into the numerical sophistication of the Quran, let's examine the mathematical elegance that permeates its verses. This journey not only showcases the text's precision, but also its deep connection with the universal principles of mathematics. Starting with the number 19, a pivotal figure in Quranic numerology, it underpins a complex numerical system that structures the Quran. For example, the Basmala, in the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, which opens all but one surah, contains precisely 19 letters, demonstrating a deliberate symmetrical design. Expanding our view, Surah Maryam, the 19th chapter, is composed of 98 verses. Intriguingly, the number 98 can be viewed as a permutation of 89, suggesting a symbolic link. This connection extends further when we square 89 to yield 7,921, which interestingly links back to 1729. This number, known as the Hardy-Ramanujan number, holds special significance in mathematics for its unique properties, symbolizing the fusion of divine insight with mathematical concepts. Moreover, dividing numbers reveals additional layers of meaning. For instance, dividing 98 by 2 results in 49, and further dividing 94 by 2 gives 47. These numbers connect to Surah Al-Mudaththir, the 74th chapter, associated with the 4th revelation. This method of division and numerical linkage not only underscores the inherent symmetry, but also the layered complexity of the Quran's structure. To this interconnectedness, let us consider the sequence 89473. Derived from our numerical explorations, this sequence encapsulates the essence of our findings, linking the discussed surahs and revelations in a profound numerical pattern. In this segment, we've merely touched upon the mathematical elegance in the Quran. Each verse and surah is meticulously crafted not only to guide spiritually, but also to challenge and enlighten the intellect through the language of mathematics. As we proceed, remember that these patterns are not mere coincidences, but are viewed as a testament to the divine origin of the Quran, inviting believers and scholars alike to delve into its depths. In this segment, we delve into the profound concept of wisdom as presented in the Quran, exploring how it is intricately linked with the numerical and linguistic patterns we've discussed. Wisdom, or hikmah in Arabic, is a recurrent theme in the Quran, emphasizing the value of insight and understanding in human life. First, let's explore the linguistic aspects of wisdom in the Quran. The word hikmah itself appears multiple times across various surahs, each context providing a deeper layer of meaning. For instance, in QS 269, it is stated that He gives wisdom to whom He wills, and whoever has been given wisdom has certainly been given much good. Here, the numerical count of the letters and words in this verse adds up to 28, a number that is scientifically significant as it reflects the lunar cycle, symbolizing the completeness and cycles of knowledge and life. Moreover, the placement of these verses about wisdom often correlates with significant numerical patterns in the Quran. Specifically, let's consider the intriguing numbers 98 and 89 found in Surah Maryam, QS 19. The symbolic reversal of these numbers suggests a deeper layer of mirrored reality and dual perspectives within the text. Exploring the squared value of 89, which is 7,921, this number intriguingly equals 1729, a Hardy-Ramanujan number. This number is connected to QS1, Surah Al-Fatiha, and is significant in the sequence of revelations. It symbolizes the synthesis of different mathematical ideas, much like the synthesis of divine wisdom. These numbers 7,921 and 1729, encourage a contemplation of divine complexity and the unity of creation. The 19-based numerical system, which we discussed previously, appears to highlight verses that deal with divine wisdom, suggesting an encoded layer of understanding that aligns with celestial order and divine will. Moving beyond individual words and numbers, the broader linguistic structure of verses about wisdom, the intricate symmetrical patterns found in the Quran. This symmetry is not only aesthetically pleasing, but also serves as a reflection of balance and harmony, principles central to the concept of wisdom in Islamic thought. The role of wisdom in understanding divine messages is pivotal. It is through wisdom that believers are expected to contemplate and reflect upon the signs, ayat, of Allah, which include both the verses of the Quran and the phenomena of the natural world. This is not merely an intellectual exercise, but a spiritual practice that enhances one's insight and closeness to the divine. In conclusion, wisdom in the Quran is not just a concept to be understood, but a divine gift to be unwrapped through the study of both numerical and linguistic patterns. These patterns do not merely encode information, they enhance our spiritual insight, guiding us to a deeper understanding of the divine messages interwoven throughout the sacred text. As we continue to explore these patterns, let us appreciate the wisdom they unveil, enriching our journey through both intellectual inquiry and spiritual reflection. In this segment, we delve deeper into the fascinating world of numerical analysis within the Quran. Numerical analysis in Quranic studies isn't just about counting letters and words, but it involves an intricate examination of the values and patterns that these numbers may represent. Let's explore how these numerical patterns can enhance our understanding of the sacred text. Firstly, let's consider QS 74, where the mystical letters Kaf, Ha, Ya, Ya, Ain, Sad appear. Counting these letters throughout the surah reveals a remarkable pattern. Each letter recurs in a multiple of 19, a number that itself holds significant spiritual and numerical importance in Islamic tradition. This pattern is not a mere coincidence, but is believed by scholars to be a deliberate design emphasizing the divine origin of the Quran. Moving on, we examine QS 74, which states, over it are 19. This verse, numerous studies where serves as a base for a complex numerical system that spans across different chapters and verses. Intriguingly, dividing 98 by 2 gives 49, and 94 by 2 results in 47, aligning with QS 74 and its themes. Further, dividing 74 by 2 gives us 37, linking it to QS 37, associated with the mystical revelations. By applying modular arithmetic, researchers have uncovered that the number 19 might act as a common divisor for various key elements within the text, suggesting an underlying coded system. To demonstrate, let's take a closer look at QS 74, the first revelation received by the Prophet Muhammad. When we sum up the numerical values assigned to each Arabic letter in these verses and then apply modular 19, the results consistently align with key Quranic concepts and words, further underscoring the potential presence of an encrypted divine message. In conclusion, the role of numerical analysis in interpreting the Quran opens up a new dimension in understanding its verses. It's not merely about the numbers, it's about recognizing a deeper layer of precision and perhaps divine intent within the text. This approach does not replace traditional interpretations, but enriches our spiritual and intellectual engagement with the Quran, offering fresh insights and reaffirming its timeless relevance. In this segment, we delve into the numerical intricacies within the Quran, particularly focusing on the division of 74 by 2, which results in 37. This division mirrors the profound structure within the Quran, where Surah 73, closely associated with the third revelation, reflects a unique symmetry in the divine message. Further exploring the sequence 89473, we observe that each number derives from previous calculations, creating a complex web that links Surah 19, Maryam, with Surahs 74 and 73 through a series of numerical transformations. Here, 8 and 9 might symbolize the infinite nature and completeness of the divine message. 4 stands for the worldly elements, 7 reflecting the heavens, and 3 emphasizing the completeness of divinity. This intricate sequence uncovers a deeper pattern across the chapters and verses, enhancing our understanding of the Quran's compiled wisdom and knowledge. By examining the implications of these numbers, we observe not just spiritual but also mathematical symmetry that guides the believer's journey through the text. The phrase, "Verily, Allah is all-knowing, all-wise," frequently appears at strategic points within the Quran, serving as a bridge linking themes of divine omniscience and wisdom, now underscored by the numerical analysis. This holistic approach not only reinforces the attributes Allah, but also connects various narratives and legal rulings, providing a cohesive understanding across the scripture. In conclusion, integrating numerical analysis with linguistic patterns opens up expanded dimensions in the spiritual and intellectual understanding of the Quran. This method of study seeks not only meanings in linguistic elements, but also their relation to numerical structures, offering profound insights and reaffirming the Quran's unparalleled coherence and divine origin. In this enlightening segment, we delve into the profound spiritual implications of the numerical and linguistic patterns revealed in the Quran, with a special focus on the last verse of Surah Maryam, QS 1998. This verse, positioned as the 98th of the chapter, holds a significant resonance in Islamic theology and numerology. The verse states, "And how many a generation before them have we destroyed? Can you find a single one of them, or hear so much as a whisper from them?" This profound statement not only concludes the surah, but also encapsulates the theme of divine justice and the transient nature of worldly existences. The numerical placement of this verse 98 in the context of Quranic numerology symbolizes finality and the completion of a divine message. Finally, QS 1998, the last verse of Surah Maryam, holds significance both in its content and numerical position, capping off this intricate sequence of numerical and symbolic analysis. As we uncover these meticulously arranged patterns, we begin to understand their intellectual and deeply spiritual significance, a unique gateway to divine wisdom. Let's start by exploring the spiritual resonance these patterns hold, especially how they guide spiritual growth and reaffirm faith. Scholars and believers alike find that these patterns are not mere coincidences, but are believed to be a divine method of communication. For instance, the repetition and strategic placement of numbers and words, as seen in QS 1998, act as a reinforcement of their spiritual importance, echoing through the ages to all who study the Quran. We now hear from various scholars who provide their interpretations of how these patterns enhance spiritual insight, particularly through the lens of this pivotal verse. One scholar explains the precise placement of QS 1998 reminds us of the ultimate reality of life and the enduring mercy of the Creator, guiding us to reflect on our own spiritual journey and the impermanence of earthly life. Such insights offer believers a deeper appreciation of the Quran's message and its relevance to everyday life. Reflecting on the personal and communal impact of these findings, many recount how this knowledge has enriched their spiritual lives. One believer shares, Understanding the significance of QS 1998 has deepened my connection with the text. It's as if I'm uncovering a sacred code specially designed to aid my spiritual journey. In our closing thoughts, we consider the ongoing journey of exploring these Quranic mysteries. Each discovery adds a layer of understanding and an invitation to reflect, leading us deeper into the spiritual and intellectual treasures the Quran holds. As we continue to explore, we remain humbly aware that each pattern, each number, and each word is a part of a larger divine tapestry, intricately woven to guide and enlighten those who seek knowledge. Stay tuned as we continue to explore and uncover the hidden wonders within the Quran, reaffirming its role as a guide to spiritual enlightenment and intellectual fulfillment. In this segment, we focus on the numerical patterns found in QS 1599, as well as its broader symbolic meanings within the Quran. We examine the significance of the numbers 15 and 99 as chapter and verse, alongside the number 8, which is the sum of 1 plus 5 plus 9 plus 9. These figures are explored for their mystical relevance, suggesting themes of infinite cycles and divine completeness that resonate through various surahs. We also delve into how these numbers and the directive to worship until death symbolically link to other revelations, reflecting a thematic coherence across the scripture. This connection underscores the Quran's intricate composition and its guidance on the spiritual path, enhancing our understanding of its unified message of perseverance and devotion. In this scene, we dive deeper into the numerical intricacies of the Quran, starting with QS 1. 1, known as Al-Fatiha. This opening verse consists of 19 letters, a number that has profound significance within Islamic numerology, often linked to the basmala phrase and the structure of the Quran itself. The number 19 serves as a foundation for a pattern known as the Code 19, which some believe is a miraculous mathematical structure within the sacred text. Moving on to QS 19, which contains 98 verses, we explore the relationship between 19, the chapter number, and 98, the number of verses. This combination sparks curiosity about the mathematical and symbolic connections within the Quran. The number 98 itself can be broken down into 9 and 8, numbers that recur throughout the Quran and are thought to signify divine completeness and infinity. We also analyze the significance of the number 89, which appears in various contexts within the Quran. This number, along with 1729, known as the Hardy-Ramanujan number in mathematics, are explored for their mystical and potential Quranic implications. The choice of 1729 is particularly intriguing due to its unique properties in number theory and its possible encoded messages in the text. Further, we delve into QS 1998, examining the verse in the context of its chapter and the sequence of numbers it presents. This analysis extends to the sequence 89473, exploring its occurrence and alignment in the Quranic text. This sequence is dissected to uncover any hidden connections, patterns, or meanings that could enhance our understanding of the divine message. Through this detailed numerical analysis, we not only appreciate the literary and spiritual beauty of the Quran, but also its complex mathematical tapestry, suggesting a deeper, encoded divine wisdom that guides and enlightens. In today's exploration, we dive deep into the numerical intricacies of the Quran, starting with a detailed breakdown of QS 1, known as Al-Fatiha, and its profound connection to Surah Maryam. Al-Fatiha consists of 19 letters, a significant number that recurs throughout the Quran, suggesting a divine pattern that weaves through its very structure. Moving on to Surah Maryam, which is the 19th chapter and contains 98 verses, we delve into the symbolic significance of the number 89, a figure intricately connected to the mathematical and spiritual fabric of the Quran. We then explore the fascinating relationship between the number 89 and its square, 7,921, drawing connections to the enigmatic Hardy-Ramanujan number 1729. This intriguing number, known for its unique properties in mathematics, also appears to have a mysterious presence in the Quran, linking back to QS 1 through its mathematical and potentially divine implications. Further analysis reveals the division of numbers like 98 and 74, uncovering their connections to other surahs and revelations. This numerical journey brings us to the sequence 89473, a sequence whose occurrence and alignment in the Quranic text we meticulously examine. We explore whether this sequence holds any symbolic significance that transcends the text, potentially pointing to broader spiritual and thematic elements within the Quran. This detailed analysis not only deepens our understanding of the Quran's numerical patterns, but also connects these numbers to a larger context of divine wisdom and spiritual enlightenment. Through this journey, the literary and spiritual beauty of the Quran is highlighted, along with its complex mathematical tapestry, suggesting a deeper, encoded divine wisdom that guides and enlightens. In this segment, we delve further into the mystical number 19, a number of profound significance within the Quran, particularly highlighted in QS1, also known as Al-Fatiha. Al-Fatiha serves as the opening chapter of the Quran and is composed of 7 verses totaling 19 letters, setting the stage for a pattern that resonates throughout the entire scripture. The number 19 is not only a remarkable motif, but also acts as a foundational element in the structure of the Quran. This numerical signature is believed by many scholars to serve as a mechanism of safeguarding the text from alterations, thus preserving its purity. The mathematical intricacies of the number 19 extend beyond Al-Fatiha, threading through various chapters and verses, creating a consistent pattern that aligns with the spiritual and divine essence of the message. Expanding on the connectivity of the number 19, we explore its relationship with other numerical patterns within the Quran. For instance, the Basmala, or the phrase, "In the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful," which precedes many chapters, consists of 19 Arabic letters, further echoing the omnipresence of this number. Moreover, the 19th chapter, Surah Maryam, contains exactly 98 verses. When we break down these numbers, we see the emergence of 9 plus 8, summing up to 17, which when added to the chapter number itself, 19, totals 36, another number frequently seen in Islamic numerology. This intricate web of numbers and their interconnections across the Quran not only fascinates numerologists, but also offers a deeper, more spiritual interpretation of the text. Through this exploration, we aim to uncover how these numerical patterns contribute to a broader understanding of the Quran's divine message, suggesting an encrypted divine wisdom that both challenges and enlightens the believers. As we continue to decode these patterns, the spiritual depth and intellectual rigor of the Quranic text become ever more apparent, inviting readers and scholars alike to ponder its profound implications. In this segment, we closely examine Surah Maryam, the 19th chapter of the Quran, which consists of 98 verses. This chapter not only highlights the mystical number 19, but also introduces us to the number 89, a number with deep symbolic significance within the Quranic context. Surah Maryam, named after Mary, the mother of Jesus, holds a special place in Islamic tradition, weaving narratives of faith, devotion, and divine intervention. The number 89 itself, while not immediately apparent, becomes significant when we consider its permutations and its relationship with other numbers. For instance, if we reverse 89, we get 98, the exact number of verses in Surah Maryam. This inversion invites us to explore themes of reflection and inversion in the Quranic narrative itself. The story of Mary reflects a miraculous inversion of the natural order through the virgin birth of Jesus, emphasizing the Quran's recurring theme of the unexpected ways of divine will. Furthermore, the number 89 is the 24th prime number, linking it to QS24, Surah An-Nur, which translates to the light. This connection invites a contemplative linkage between Mary, a figure often associated with light and purity in Islamic iconography, and the broader concept of divine illumination and guidance. Delving deeper, the sum of the digits in 89 is 17, which when added to 89 totals 106. Surprisingly, QS 106, a shorter surah, consists of precisely 4 verses, symbolizing the universality and the cyclical nature of divine messages, as the number 4 is often associated with completeness and stability in Islamic tradition. This exploration of numerical connections within Surah Maryam not only enriches our understanding of its spiritual messages, but also ties back to the broader numerical tapestry of the Quran. Each number and each surah weaves into a larger divine narrative, suggesting layers of encoded wisdom waiting to be deciphered by those who seek deeper knowledge and connection with their faith. As we continue to decode these numerical and symbolic patterns, the Quran reveals itself not just as a text of spiritual guidance, but also as a complex, interlinked system of divine signs and messages, each inviting reflection, study, and deeper understanding. In this segment, we delve into the significance of the number 1729, famously known as the Hardy-Ramanujan number, and explore its intriguing connections within the Quran. The number 1729 is recognized in mathematics as the smallest number expressible as the sum of two cubes in two different ways. 1729 equals sign 13 plus 123 equals sign 93 plus 103. This number symbolizes the concept of unity and multiplicity, a principle that resonates deeply with the teachings of the Quran. Firstly, let's consider its connection to the very beginning of the Quran, QS1 Surah Al-Fatiha, which consists of 7 verses. Surah Al-Fatiha serves as the essence of the Quran, encapsulating its core themes of mercy, guidance, and prayer. The number 1729, by its very nature, invites reflection on the Quran's underlying message of unity and diversity within the divine creation. The dual ways to express 1729 as a sum of cubes can be seen as a metaphor for the multiple paths that lead believers towards understanding and enlightenment, yet all stemming from the same divine source. Furthermore, the sum of the digits in 1729, 1 plus 7 plus 2 plus 9, equals 19, a number of great significance in the Quran as explored in previous segments. This link beckons a deeper examination of the intertwining paths of numerical and spiritual exploration, suggesting that the structure of the Quran itself may reflect a divine symmetry and interconnectedness, mirroring the mathematical elegance of numbers like 1729. In the broader symbolic interpretation, 1729 can be viewed as a bridge between the human and the divine, highlighting the Quranic theme that God's signs are both visible in the grand and complex universe and accessible through simple, profound truths, accessible to those who seek knowledge. This duality echoes the Quran's invitation to ponder and reflect upon the natural world and the written word as two complementary sources of divine guidance. As we continue to explore these connections, the number 1729 not only enriches our understanding of the mathematical tapestry within the Quran, but also enhances our appreciation of the Quran as a text that bridges the celestial and the terrestrial, inviting believers to find harmony between intellectual inquiry and spiritual devotion. Each numerical insight brings us closer to comprehending the infinite wisdom embedded within the Quran, encouraging a deeper, more reflective engagement with the text. In this segment, we explore the intriguing numerical values of 98 and 94, and their halves, 49 and 47, delving into their connections with surahs 74 and 73 of the Quran. The division of these numbers not only reveals a fascinating numerical symmetry, but also aligns with significant thematic elements within these surahs, enhancing our understanding of the divine message. Let's begin with the number 98. When divided by 2, it gives us 49. Surah 49, Al-Hujurat, emphasizes social conduct and relations among Muslims, promoting values such as mutual respect, peacefulness, and the avoidance of suspicion and backbiting. The division of 98 into 49 twice symbolizes the reinforcement of these ethical and social teachings, suggesting that such principles are fundamental to the structure and unity of the Muslim community. Moving to the number 94, which halves to 47, we connect to Surah 47, Muhammad, named after the Prophet Muhammad. This surah focuses on the struggles and the steadfastness required in the face of adversity and opposition. It discusses the outcomes for those who oppose divine guidance versus those who follow it, reinforcing the themes of moral and spiritual struggle. The link between these numbers and their respective surahs extends deeper into the thematic revelations of the Quran. Surah 74, titled Al-Mudathir, the Cloaked One, compels the Prophet Muhammad to rise and warn, focusing heavily on themes of responsibility and the urgency of conveying the divine message. The number 74 itself could be seen as a call to action, reflecting the surah's opening command to the Prophet. Similarly, Surah 73, Al-Muzammil, the Enshrouded One, encourages patience and perseverance in the nightly prayers and recitations, which strengthen faith and fortitude in facing trials. The number 73 underscores the solitude and quiet reflection that is vital for spiritual growth, paralleling the quiet hours of the night during which these prayers are meant to be recited. By examining these numbers and their halved counterparts alongside the themes of their corresponding surahs, we uncover a layer of numerical design that complements the spiritual and thematic structure of the Quran. This numerical symmetry not only enhances our appreciation of the Quran's mathematical elegance, but also deepens our understanding of its spiritual guidance, reminding us of the profound connection between numerical order and divine revelation. Each of these numbers, 98, 94, 49, and 47, serves as a key to unlocking deeper insights into the Quran's guidance, urging believers to reflect on the divine wisdom that permeates both its verses and its structure. As we continue to explore these connections, the Quran reveals itself not just as a text of spiritual laws, but as a source of infinite wisdom, harmonizing the celestial and the terrestrial in its teachings. In this segment, we delve into the enigmatic sequence of numbers 8, 9, 4, 7, 3, weaving together elements from previous discussions on numerical symmetries and their profound connections with specific surahs of the Quran. This sequence intriguingly combines aspects of surahs 19, 74, and 73, each holding significant places within the Quranic narrative. Let's start with the number 89, which is prominently linked to Surah 89, Al-Fajr, which speaks to the themes of divine judgment and the fate of ancient tribes that defied God's commands. This surah serves as a reminder of the moral and spiritual consequences faced by those who transgress divine boundaries. Next, we explore the number 47, which correlates to Surah 47, Muhammad, named after the Prophet Muhammad. This surah addresses the struggles against opposition and the steadfastness required in the face of adversity, emphasizing the moral and spiritual battles that believers must endure. The sequence then leads us to the number 73, representing Surah 73, Al-Muzammil, which encourages perseverance in nightly prayers and reflection, highlighting the spiritual fortitude necessary for personal and communal growth. Combining these numbers into the sequence 8, 9, 4, 7, 3, we observe a broader narrative unfolding, one that encapsulates judgment, moral struggle, and spiritual perseverance. This sequence not only ties together key thematic elements from these surahs, but also underscores a complex interplay between divine commands and human actions throughout the Quran. Moreover, the inclusion of numbers from our earlier discussions, 74 from Surah Al-Mudaththir and 19 from Surah Maryam, adds layers of responsibility and miraculous aspects of faith, respectively. Surah 19, known for its emphasis on the miracles surrounding the birth of Jesus and the struggles of Mary, brings forth themes of divine intervention and steadfast faith in the face of societal challenges. By examining the sequence 8, 9, 4, 7, 3, we gain insights into a tapestry of Quranic themes, from divine judgment and prophecy to moral fortitude and spiritual perseverance. This sequence does not merely represent a random set of numbers, but is a carefully structured numerical narrative that mirrors the profound spiritual and ethical teachings of the Quran. As we continue to explore these numerical designs, the Quran reveals its depth not only as a holy scripture, but also as a source of infinite wisdom and guidance, harmonizing divine revelation with the everyday lives of its followers.